Hey guys, what's up? So welcome back to another discussion video today. This one was a little bit late. Apologies, I was meant to film this when we actually got this bit of news and I forgot. This video today is just an update on the Snyder Cut Justice League. We had Justice Con last week. Zack Snyder hopped onto a panel and he got to show us some cool new footage from the film. I thought it was something really interesting to talk about. I'm looking at an article on The Hollywood Reporter. It's just like a summary of what was said at the Justice Con panel. As we know, we had Justice Con, which was the same weekend as San Diego Con at Home. But Justice Con was a fan-run event by these three girls. They come under the Nerd Queens, and it was an absolutely brilliant event. Like the panels I watched were just really awesome, and I think I kind of enjoyed that a bit more than San Diego Comic Con at Home. But to, people's opinion, I think it just felt like it was more engaging. It was like obviously DC oriented, which I love, so it was cool. Just cool that the actors like jumped on it live and they took the time out to do it, so I thought it was a really awesome thing. So if you haven't, go back and watch the panels on the Justice Con YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description down below. So yeah, basically I'm just looking at this article for Hollywood Reporter. It basically summarises the update we got at Justice Con for the Zack Snyder Cut Justice League. So Zack Snyder pulls back curtain on his Justice League cut. So I think he was on there for about an hour and he talked about it, and then like I said, we got to see a little clip of it, which is awesome, so I'll show you that in a sec. So it goes, the filmmaker revealed the Snyder Cut will be more than 214 minutes and confirmed none of Joss Whedon's shots will be in this version. So it's literally going to be all Snyder's work, which you can understand. It's, this is his film, it's his project, it's his baby, so he wants it to be purely down to him, so I can respect that. 214 minutes, that's pretty awesome. So what's that? 60 minutes, that's close to 4 hours. So it's going to be a long film, but, I think now that he's getting to do it his way, it'll be the version of the film that we should have got. So that's pretty cool to have the update on it. And this is just a quote from him. These characters are bigger than us, or any other filmmaker or actor, and they'll exist far beyond us. On Saturday evening, filmmaker Zack Snyder talks about the long-awaited release of the Snyder Cut of Justice League during a live web panel at the first inaugural Justice Con. While the first teaser for Snyder's Justice League, set to be on HBO Max next year, won't be shown until DC Fandome August 22nd, the director didn't come empty-handed and shared a brief, unfinished clip, and along with a few details about the process of completing the film. So that was cool. Organised by the Nerd Queens Cole and Nana and Wonder Meg, Justice Con, which runs through Sunday, brings together fans, cast and crew members from Snyder's Justice League and charitable organisations Inc. to the People and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for a series of live panels dedicated to the release of Snyder Cut and its charity affiliates. So obviously bearing in mind this article was from the 25th of July, so it would have been that weekend. Before delving into matters of Justice League, Snyder highlighted the important work that has been done in terms of raising awareness of mental health and suicide prevention, noting that moderators, the Nerd Queens and Wonder Meg were doing life-saving work. Snyder reiterated the charitable work was more important than any film, and it was the aspects of the Snyder Cut movement he found most inspiring. So the point of the stream was to raise awareness for the mental health charity, and they were selling merchandise for it to raise money for the charity as well. So it was really, really awesome calls that they done. It was really, really admirable. As for the film itself, Snyder said that he was in the process working on restoring the aspect ratio of the film back to the full frame IMAX cut that he originally intended. And he also revealed that he's been collaborating with composer Junkie SL as they complete the score alongside the film's additional footage. It's dope. In terms of the length of his Justice League, Snyder said that he wouldn't reveal whether or not Justice League would be a film or split into a mini-series, but he did say that the full runtime will be over 214 minutes. Although in 2016 Warner Bros. Wanted Justice League to come in at 2 hours, Snyder said he was more attracted to the idea of presenting his full film as either extended cut with an intermission or an HBO release. He heralded HBO Max as being amazing and so supported during the process. The filmmaker said he'd be happy with either a long-running film mini-series, saying it wasn't a compromise either way, but that he's particularly intrigued by the mini-series format. Yeah, because they did ask the question in the panel, what would he prefer, and he said he'd be happy with either, because at the end of the day, it will be out there, so I think he'll happy the fact it's just coming out. Whichever form it takes, he'll be happy it's actually coming out. Okay, so, in the article, there's the video of the Zack Snyder stream, and in it, we've got the clip that he showed. It's around the 31:43 timestamp, so I'll put a link in the description below so you can actually watch the full panel because it's really worth watching. But yeah, we'll just watch this and just see the footage. Here we go. It's like the old Jurassic Park. Is that Alfred? There he is. Oh, in the black suit, man. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. But yeah, that's literally it. So it's just a small bit of footage, but seeing Henry Cavill in the black suit, that's what always should have been. So it's only a tiny little bit, but it just gives you enough to think, yeah, this has got Snyder's stamp on it. You can tell it's his film. So just seeing that, I was like, alright, bravo, Mr. Snyder, you've got me interested. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then the article continues to go, of course, no conversation of Snyder's Justice League will be complete without discussing with Joss Whedon's Frankenstein cut, the film that used recoloured and edited Snyder footage along new scenes shot by Whedon. Snyder admitted that he still hasn't seen the theatrical cut of Justice League and won't, while also assuring fans that any of the material Whedon shot would not appear in this cut. This is I remember him saying this in the video. Quote, I would set the movie on fire, I'd destroy it before I use a single frame that I did not photograph. Snyder said. While Snyder never spoke Whedon's name directly, he did say that following his decision to step down as director of Justice League after a family tragedy, the replacement director was chosen by the process of committee. So he didn't choose a replacement. It was kind of like, well, I think Warner Brothers just naturally assumed Josh was the guy for the job. Even before he stepped down, Snyder ran into opposition from studio executives who wanted the film to be hilarious. He received a significant amount of pushback in wanting to see Superman return in a black suit, as he famously did in the Return of Superman 1993 comic book storyline. Execs feared the black suit Superman would be too scary, but Snyder wasn't interested in making Superman's return a joke. Quote, I want Superman in full volume, in the full spectrum of emotion, not a one-note Boy Scout. Snyder's vision of Black Suit Superman is finally coming to fruition, as Snyder shared the brief 20-second clip of a black-clad Superman, Henry Cavill meeting Alfred, Jeremy Irons, for the first time, which we've just seen. So while the scene had not been colour-corrected, Snyder revealed that because he was never allowed to suit Superman in a black suit, the charcoal hue was a post-production effect done by recolouring the classic red and blue suit, which specifically textured for Justice League in case he ever had the opportunity to present the character as he originally envisioned. Again, see the 31:43 above mark. Yeah, this is what I find weird, because apparently, like, if you watch the video, you'll see what Zack Snyder. But basically, he turned around and said that Warner Brothers didn't think the black suit Superman is what we wanted. Excuse me. That is one of the key factors in the Return of Superman story. Like, that goes to show that the head honchos at Warner Brothers just did not have a clue about the source material, because naturally, when Superman gets resurrected, he comes back in the black suit. And they were like, oh, it doesn't fit with what we want, or it's too scary. Look, DC is not Marvel. DC is a lot more, like, you know, serious. It's got more underlying themes. It's gritty. It's dark. Justice League was never meant to be a comedy. It wasn't going to be Avengers. Like, this is why I think this is where Joss Whedon probably wasn't the right replacement. We'll go into that in a sec. And then it goes on to say, while fans have been clamouring for the Snyder Cut for 2.5 years, Snyder admitted that he didn't have much hope it would be released, and had made peace with simply teasing what he had planned through set photos and drawings posted on Vero. But now that it's happening, Snyder said that there's a lot of fans have yet to see, and plenty of surprises in store. He remained coy about the presence of Green Lantern and the blur photo in the background of his office that looks similar to the World War I photo featuring Wonder Woman, but with more people in the frame. Perhaps a result of some of the Flash's Ezra Miller time travel mishaps we've yet to see. So, Green Lantern could be in it. It's not confirmed yet. Snyder said he was looking forward to the opportunity to see all of these characters come together in the film over time, suggesting that it wouldn't be a quicker easy team up. And he reiterated that his Justice League is largely about Cyborg, whose arc was largely cut out of the theatrical film. Careful not to reveal any major spoilers, Snyder did say that the first teaser of the film and its official title, which may or may not be Zack Snyder's Justice League, will be revealed at DC Fandome this month. But yeah, so it's quite a bit of information there, quite a bit of an update. One thing I took away from that is Warner Brothers did not know how to do this film. I think they was too focused on what Marvel was doing, trying to compete with Marvel. Don't get me wrong, if they'd done the individual team, like the individual films prior, then done Justice League, like with Avengers, it would have made more sense. Because I think the issue I had with Justice League, I read the comics, I know the stories. Not everyone's going to be into the comics. There was bits of the film that kind of didn't make sense, because we don't know what's up with Barry's story. We didn't know obviously what was up with Aquaman, because obviously the solo Aquaman film came out after Justice League. The only ones we really knew any sort of background on was obviously Bruce and Diana. Of course, we know the Batman, Wonder Woman stuff from Dawn of Justice, and then Cyborg, again, we didn't know. I mean, if you're a fan of the comics, you know the backstory, but not everyone reads the comics, so going into it, you're kind of thinking, well, this don't make sense. Like, why are they like this? Like, why is Cyborg the way he is, sort of thing? Because I do remember a lot of interviews, Snyder has turned around and said that there was so much Cyborg material that got cut out, and it sounds like Cyborg is a vital part to it, which he should be, because even in Ray Fisher's panel, he turned around and said that his part in the film greatly got cut because they wind it around the 2 hour mark. For a superhero film like this, with multiple characters, it is impossible to fit in around 2 hours. I think with Marvel, they done it well, because where they've built this up over 10 years, even if they had a 2 hour version of a film, it was enough time to get the story in. I think DC literally just tried to throw it all in, and Warner Bros. They just didn't know what they were doing. I think the head honchos at DC had a bit of a weird approach, which is why there's been a change of personnel now. Like when they said the black suit Superman is too horrific or too scary. The main thing with that black suit, right, this is a bit of nerd knowledge for you. So when Superman gets killed, he comes back. There is a deleted scene, I think, in the current version of Justice League where Superman goes to, I think it's the Kryptonian ship, and I think the black suit is there. Pause of the black suit is when he comes back, he wears it, is because the black suit, it has healing properties for a Kryptonian, and obviously he wouldn't have been at full strength, so the suit kind of protects him and resuscitates him, and obviously his red and blue suit got absolutely destroyed by Doomsday. But the significance of the black suit is because he doesn't feel like he's earned the red and blue suit to wear his family's colours, and the black suit was kind of a metaphor for him to say, I failed, I'm not the hero I should be. And it's a way for him working, get back to that. The heads at Warner Bros. Obviously didn't read the material, didn't know it. You know, I suppose it could be a case of Joss Whedon didn't want to do it, or the fact that Warner Bros. Like, this is what we want you to do, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it does sound like there was a bit of bad relationship between Zack Snyder and Warner Bros. Because the fact he had to colour the red and blue suit in a certain way, then he could put the black suit on in post-production. It goes to show that they kind of were on very different paths, and I suppose for a director, you need a backing of a studio to make a film like this, because it's not cheap, but at the same time, well, I've got to do something in place, so if I get the chance to tell my version, I can do it. So it sounds like there was a bit of tension between Warner Bros. And Zack Snyder. I mean, I'm just really, really glad that he's finally getting a chance to do it, because just seeing that clip, I was like, okay. And in the live stream, Zack did say that there's still a bit of post-production work they got to do on it. I think this cut of Justice League, whether it's the film or it's the miniseries, I really think this is the film we should have got. And the fact that, you know, Snyder's putting all these little teasers out, I'm looking forward to seeing what these announcements at DC Fandome are. Like I said, we'll find out what the actual title is. It sounds silly, but it's like, is it going to be called Zack Snyder's Justice League? Is it going to be called the Snyder Cut of Justice League? We don't know. Find out if it's a film or if it's the miniseries. Whichever format, I think it's going to work, and that's all we really know at the moment. I think the big thing will be DC Fandome this month, where we'll find out basically more of the film. I think we may see some more footage. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. Maybe we'll find out Green Lanterns in it. It seems weird having a Justice League with no Green Lantern, because he's a founding member, but I don't actually know why he wasn't never in it. I guess they base it on the Ryan Reynolds version, but even so, like, I have been seeing rumours that apparently Ryan Reynolds was coming back for a cameo in it. I don't know if that's true, because with anything like this, it all starts as rumour, so you have to take it with such a pinch of salt, because rumours can be true, or they can literally just be that. They could be a rumour, no truth in it at all. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what we see at DC Fandome. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that was just a quick roundup of what we saw at JusticeCon, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description down below to check out the JusticeCon YouTube channel with all the streams on there. It's worth checking out for sure. It's a really great event. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, we'll see what happens at DC Fandome. I'll catch you guys on the next video.